American State Bank and Trust Company, we want you to bank your way, whether that's on the go or at home. We make your life easier with online and mobile banking, bill pay, remote deposit, electronic payments, and more. Free, convenient, secure services, all available to you. Banking should happen on your time, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Go beyond with American State Bank and Trust Company. Stop in or visit asbt.com to enjoy a better digital banking experience. Member FDIC.
WCCU is your local credit union, which means they're a not-for-profit financial institution owned by you. WCCU has been serving Williston for many years and is proud of the difference they have made in the community. They are there when you need them, from home, agriculture, and auto loans to checking and saving accounts. If you sign up for a Casasa checking account with WCCU, you'll get more than just free checking. You choose your checking account and get your choice of rewards like nationwide ATM refunds and a really high interest rate. You can also earn cash back on debit card purchases and earn iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon rewards. So join the herd at WCCU.org.
For more than 70 years, Expanse Electrical Company has delivered market-leading electrical, power, and automation expertise, built upon a legacy of technology, quality, and craftsmanship. They are confident that they have the best team in the industry. Welcome opportunity to serve you. Proud member of the Williston community, Expanse continually works to build a better future for their company, their craftsmen, and their customers. They pride themselves on having one of the most efficient teams of directly employed licensed electricians and automation engineers in the industry. Interested in powering up your career? Visit expanseelectrical.com/careers to learn about their openings in North Dakota region.
Legacy. It begins the moment we're born, growing with every step as we journey through life. It lives in the relationships we build along the way and in those we love. At First International Bank and Trust, our legacy is shared. In every stage of life, we walk with you, making sure you get where you're going and protecting your legacy for generations to come. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for reliable professional services for your business? Look no further, One Core Services. They specialize in optimizing operations, enhancing productivity, and ensuring safety across all facets of your business. Whether you need high-pressure pumps, hydrochloric acid, or bulk chemicals, we've got you covered. One Core Services tailor solutions to fit your unique needs, helping you save time and money. Ready to take your production to the next level? Call us today at 701-774-1105. One Core Services, LLC, your trusted partner for success in the oil and gas industry.
Red Rock Ford is a proud supporter of Williston State College team athletics and our community. At Red Rock, we encourage you to get behind our athletes, schools, and local community. Let's support our friends and neighbors as we work together to make our city a great place to live and raise our families. And when it comes time for your next vehicle purchase, see us at Red Rock Ford, where a portion of every dollar spent goes right back into the community you know and love. That's Red Rock Ford, your hometown Ford store, proudly supporting team athletics.
Save on STIHL outdoor power equipment this fall at Acme Tools. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 18-inch gas chainsaw, built for tough tasks and reliable performance. Plus, save up to $50 on a new STIHL backpack blower or blower back and leave the raking up to the neighbors. And the expert service technicians at Acme Tools can get your hard-to-start power equipment tuned up and ready for those fall projects. Find your STIHL this fall at Acme Tools or online at acmetools.com.
Hey there, sports fans. Mike Rutter coming to you from the Well in Williston. It is postseason action for the Williston State College Tetons as they're in the first round of the Region 13 tournament. The 3-seed Tetons taking on the 7-seed Dawson Community College Buccaneers. This is the third meeting between those two squads in the first of two. The Tetons This is the fourth meeting between the two schools. The Tetons taking the first one as part of the Buster Gillis Mondac tip-off, 71-51. In the second of two meetings that came in the new year, it was the Tetons 100, Dawson 68, and in the final game of the three, the Tetons won by their largest margin of 41 points, 95-54. The Tetons looking to put a big effort out on the court once again, as they have an opportunity to advance to Wednesday's game, which will be back here in Williston. It'll be the same day as the first round of play for the Teton men's basketball team, as we are firmly in the Region 13 tournament, as the Tetons look to advance. Other games happening today on the women's side. It is also Miles Community College at Lake Region State. And over in Division II basketball, it is Dakota College at Bogno at United Tribes Technical College. On the men's side, it will be Bismarck State at Lake Region State as well, happening this afternoon, along with Miles Community College at NDSCS. So big slate of basketball across North Dakota for junior colleges. We have about 3 minutes left before this one gets underway. We'll take a look at some of the stats, starting off with Dawson and the Buccaneers. Starting with the Bucks in their individual efforts. They're led in scoring by Irini Chapsignoli. She has 12.1 points per game. Amari Humphrey scores 10.8, and Lucia Godoy scores 9.8 per game. Looking at the team statistics for this Dawson squad here throughout the completion of the regular season, they're averaging 65 points per game, shooting 38% from the field, 25% from deep, and 62% from beyond the arc. They're pulling down 34 rebounds per game, allowing 43. They're averaging being a negative 8.6 on the season. They're turning the ball over 22 points per game, getting 11.5 steals, just under 1 block, and committing 17 personal fouls. Looking over at the individual statistics for the Tetons, they're led in scoring by Allison Coonsey, who's averaging 18.3 per game. Jersey Bird coming in with 13.9. The returning Allie Garcia, who is out on the court wearing a face mask after breaking her nose a week and a half ago in practice and clearing concussion protocol, is averaging 13.7. Taylor Murtaugh scoring 12.8. And Kylie Simpson scoring 10.1. So all 5 starters for the Tetons are averaging double digits throughout the season. Taking a look at what the team has done as a whole. Through their 29 games played on the year, they're averaging 85 points, so a plus 20 in the matchup here with Dawson. Shooting 48% from the field, 31% from deep, 69% from the line, pulling down 39 rebounds, allowing 33, so they're a plus 6.5 in the rebounding margin. 19 assists, only 14 turnovers per game, and they're committing 11 steals, blocking 3 times per game, and only committing 14 personal fouls per. So on paper, the Tetons have the advantage in every single statistical column, and they'll have to see if they can't get the 4th win of the year in the opening round action of the Region 13 tournament. There are just over 30 seconds left on the American State Bank scoreboard here from the Well in Williston before we get underway with this postseason action. It'll be the first postseason action all year long for the whole tournament, or for the whole conference. And the Tetons able to get it kicked off here first in Williston. Should the Tetons win, they would advance in action and play the winner. They'll play the winner of, we'll have to wait and see take a peek at the schedule when we can, as we're seconds away from the pregame announcements here. We will have some national anthems here. We'll step away for a quick 90 seconds, and when we come back, we'll let you know who the Tetons get up against should they advance here in this one. We'll be back in a couple. We are back in action here, and should the Tetons advance here today, they would advance to play on Wednesday the 5th. It would be in Bismarck against Bismarck State and the Mystics, and teams that have split with each other. But first, 40 minutes on the court separate the Tetons and the Buccaneers from advancing here in the second round and the semifinals of the Region 13 tournament. Last couple of announcements coming from the scorebook before we get underway. First, getting the starting lineup will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Dawson Community College and the Buccaneers will be in their road black uniform with white lettering and red trim. Coming out first is going to be a 5'8" sophomore guard, number 1 from Athens, Greece, Reedy Chanson-Canoli. Out next is number 5, a 5'8" freshman guard from Barcelona, Spain, Mariona Cermalero. Out third is a 5'11" freshman from Covington, Georgia, number 12, Amari Humphrey. Out fourth is a 5'11" freshman from Conrad, Montana, number 22, Taylor Evans. And rounding out the starting lineup is a 5'9" freshman forward from Spain, number 32, Lucia Godoy. The Buccaneers are coached by Mark Weber, assisted by Stephanie Lee. And now it's time for the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard. Williston State and the Tetons. Tetons now with their usual starting 5 back out there. But first will go with a 5'9" freshman guard from North Dakota, Kylie Simpson. A 5'10" sophomore forward from Malta, Montana, number 5, Anderson Lindsay. A 5'9" freshman guard from Hargelon, Australia, number 13, Taylor Hilton. Number 21, a 5'11" freshman forward from Bismarck, North Dakota, number 21, Josie Bird. And returning to the starting lineup for Williston State, a 5'9" sophomore guard from Arden, Australia, number 19, Garcia. So Garcia now coming out of the tunnel, wearing a face mask, looking ready to go on the first shoot around. Looks to be she's going to make a couple of adjustments on her face mask. We'll see how much it bothers her. We'll see players at every level with face masks after suffering a facial headache. We'll have to see how Garcia can get going. Grab the sophomore guard from Australia. Looks to help the Tetons make a deep run here in the postseason. In the center circle, it will be Bird going up against Humphrey. One of our teams ready to go. Tetons in their home white uniforms with green lettering and trim. Humphrey will win the tip. Cermalera pushes it up across to Chanson-Canoli. Brings it over to Evans. Now back to Cermalera. Up on top to Evans. It goes. Good ball movement. It's going to be hit off the hands of Chanson-Canoli. She just about lost it in the back card. It'll be picked back up by Dawson. Godoy now up on top. Is to screen. Now Evans over on the wing. Cermalera driving. Cut off in the corner of Chanson-Canoli. Pump fake on Simpson. Crosses over. Driving. Stop. Out it goes to Cermalera. There she's going to try to jump through. Blocked by shot clock violation. Missing at the same time. That contact on the block was made by Garcia. So credit Garcia for an early block. And the Tetons get a shot clock stoppage. Now get a chance to come back up the court. Simpson hands it off to Garcia. Turns around. Garcia for a quick three. That's going to be short. No good. Coonsey gets it underneath. She's going to be battled as she goes down. Leaking out is Humphreys. Here comes Garcia for a chase down, and Humphreys going to lose it. It'll be Murtaugh comes away with it. She'll get it back to Garcia. The Tetons get a stop. Long pass over to Simpson across the timeline. Looking underneath, nothing there. Now to Murtaugh on the far wing. Murtaugh looking down underneath. Gets it up on top to Simpson. Gonna drive, gets a step. Simpson with a finger roll. Up and Kylie Simpson with the first block, and the Tetons take the lead 2-0 on the American State Bank scoreboard. Back comes Cermalera. Swings it up on top to Evans. Back to Cermalera on the wing. Now Chanson-Canoli in the near wing. Give and go underneath to Godoy. She's going to fire one up, and that one will get in there. Just about lost her footing. It's It's a 2-2 game here. 8.5 left to go in the first quarter. Long pass to Berg. Berg crossing over. She'll hit the low post. Gonna spin. Fades off the glass. It'll be no good. Pulled down by Godoy. She's gonna push it up ahead to Sarah Malera. Stops at the far wing. Up on top now to Chapson Canoli. Up on top. Now into the corner to Chapson Canoli. She'll put it on the dish to Godoy. She's going to be chased off the mark by Murtaugh. Trouble again getting set for the Buccaneers in their half-court look. Tetons playing great defense. Here's a drive. Got away with a walk over in the corner to Chapson Canoli. Good close up by Simpson. Simpson cuts her off on the paint. Second effort will be thrown up. That'll be no good. Offensive rebound blocked by Coonsey underneath. Berg will pull it down. Back comes Simpson and the Tetons. Tie game at 2 apiece. Simpson hands it off to Murtaugh. Comes around a top screen. Loses the handle. Regains control. It'll be up. Rolls it underneath. Godoy will pick it up. It'll be a 4-on-1 break. That coming down. Chapson Canoli gets it underneath to Humphreys. That's going to be up. No good. Pulled down by the Tetons. Garcia all the way up to Coonsey. Coonsey gets through. She's going to be stripped of the ball and it'll roll out of bounds back to Williston State. Here comes the first substitution of the game for either team. Humphrey comes out with Acthune coming in for Dawson. Murtaugh going out with Polito coming in for Williston State. The Tetons now looking to inbound from the near corner. They get it in to Simpson. Up on top to Coonsey. They'll get into their half-court set. Over to Berg. Berg runs into a wall at the elbow. Back door to Simpson. Simpson pulls up for the 5-footer. In it goes. Diving down the ball for Williston State. Slow back and forth. Acthune coming up the court. Late to pick her up, but Polito gets her now on the low post. It'll be Evans. Pulls up for mid-range. No good. Tipped around. Acthune will pull it down. Sarah Malera gets it up on top to Evans. Takes off on Coonsey. Kicks out to Chapson Canoli on the far wing. Under 7 left to go in the quarter. Chapson Canoli on the drive. And she's going to throw it away into no man's land. Polito comes away with a steal. 3-on-2 race for the Tetons. Polito underneath to Coonsey, who puts it up and in. Allison Tetons up 6-2. Closing in on 6.5 left to go in the first. Sarah Malero pushing it back up the court. Godoy said to check back in. Back up on top of the perimeter. It will go. Baseline drive by Chapson Canoli. She's going to be, fouled by Simpson, who had great baseline presence. Instead, it'll be a foul on Kylie for Simpson. First on Simpson, first on the Tetons. As out of the game goes Chapson Canoli. Back in is Godoy. Pass up on top to Evans, taken away by Berg. Berg with a scoop and the steal. She's going to be behind the back over to Coonsey. Tetons up now 8-2 on the American State Bank scoreboard. Back up the court come the Bucks. Sarah Malera up on top to Evans, weaving her way around. Just about a steal from Polito to Acthune over on the wing. Godoy looking to cross over, no one home. There'll be a drive by Sarah Malera. She's going to lose it off her hip. It'll go out of bounds. So they're going to reverse the call. They initially called it off on the Bucks, but now looks like they're going to give it back to Dawson. Murtaugh checking back into the game for Polito, and they will reverse the call on the court. They'll give it back to Dawson here with 5:55 left to go in the first quarter. Tetons out on an 8-2 start. Godoy set to enter the ball from her own baseline. Looking for someone to curl open. Evans to be closed off. Finally gets it Evans out to Godoy. Catch and shoot. Rushed it, and that'll be up and no good. Tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Dawson. Shot that hit the rim refreshes the shot clock at 20. Another good look for Dawson coming out of another baseline inbounds play. Side screen coming, no one open again. Up on top, they're going to get it to Evans. She'll swing it over to Sarah Malera. In the corner to Acthune. Up on top to Chapson Canoli, who's back into the game. Working her way back around. That'll be Godoy. Pull it out along the logo underneath to Sarah Malera. She'll put it up and in. Nice backdoor cut against the Tetons. She got it in, cuts the deficit now down to 4. Long pass up to Coonsey. Gets it. Bounce pass to Murtaugh. One touch to Garcia. She'll slow things down. Long over to Simpson. Wide open look for Simpson. Got it to go. Kylie with 7 points in the game. Tetons up 11-4. Their largest largest lead so far in the contest. Sarah Malera has it on top, calling for action, no one open. Finally forced it up on top to Chapson Canoli. Godoy looking backdoor again for another cut, this time from Accoon, nothing there. Now Sarah Malera looking backdoor. It'll be a great defense by Garcia. How that wasn't a 5-second call, not sure. High post to Chapson Canoli, guarded by Murtaugh. Cross court into the corner to Godoy, and Godoy was on the sideline, but there's 4 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Teton defense coming up huge. 4:53 left, and we have an under 5-minute stoppage. We're going to take the first media timeout of the game. When we come back, we will have more first quarter action here from the Well in Williston. Teton postseason basketball exclusively on the Williston State YouTube page.
Save on Steel outdoor power equipment this fall at Acme Tools. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 18-inch gas chainsaw. Built for tough tasks and reliable performance. Plus, save up to $50 on a new steel backpack blower or blower bag and leave the raking up to the neighbors. And the expert service technicians at Acme Tools can get your hard-to-start power equipment tuned up and ready for those fall projects. Find your steel this fall at Acme Tools or online at acmetools.com.
At American State Bank and Trust Company, we want you to bank your way, whether that's on the go or at home. We make your life easier with online and mobile banking, bill pay, remote deposit, electronic payments, and more. Free, convenient, secure services, all available to you. Banking should happen on your time, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Go beyond with American State Bank and Trust Company. Stop in or visit asbt.com to enjoy a better digital banking experience. Member FDIC.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball. Tetons have the ball up 11-4 here with just under 4.5 left to go in the first quarter. Kylie Simpson, who leads the way with 7 points, brings the ball up the court. High post to Coonsey. Looking back door, nothing there. Coonsey a dribble over to Garcia for a rainbow three. In and out it goes. Just couldn't find the bucket. Here comes another run out. Chapson Canoli. She's going to be blocked from behind by Garcia. I say the nay. Allie Garcia back to regular season form. And she had a great chase down from behind to avoid a layup and had enough body control to avoid contact. Chapson Canoli set to trigger. No one open. Still waiting in the corner to Godoy. Takes 1-2 dribbles. Now picks it up. Looking underneath. Nothing there. Chapson Canoli picks it up. She'll be surrounded, and there's going to be a long pass just about out of bounds. Sarah Malera was able to reel it in. Godoy now on the wing. 15 on the shot clock. Acthul with a screen and roll. Nothing there. Out to Chapson Canoli. Has it tipped away by Simpson. And I'll be out of bounds with 8 on the shot clock. Coach Weber not happy with how hard his team is having to work to get any kind of look. Passes go up on top to Sarah Malera. She looks to drive, kicks in the corner. Acthul to the three-pointer, up and over everything, no good. Pulled down by Coonsey. Tetons want to run. Hand it off to Murtaugh, up on top, over to Simpson. Simpson underneath to Coonsey. She'll pop it out, up on top to Garcia for three. This one will be off the rim, too hard. Ball's going to be kicked around. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Dawson. We'll give it back to Williston State here with 20 on the shot clock. So the Tetons looking, they're poised for an offensive explosion, just looking for a couple to drop as Simpson inbounds the ball. Cross screens come, they get it to Berg in the mid-range area. She'll turn and fire Jersey Berg with her first bucket of the game. Making a 9-point Teton lead, 11-4 here with 3:46 left to go in the first quarter. Sarah Malera gets it off to Chapson Canoli. Hands it now on top to Evans. Evans to Godoy. Back over to Chapson Canoli. It'll be a double team now on Chapson Canoli, who's going to drive. Look for someone underneath. Everyone's covered up. Murtaugh looking to call a jump. Chapson Canoli fires a wild one up, gets it a drop, and she was looking at the official for a foul. That'll make it now a 7-point game once again, 13-6. Simpson bringing it back up the court for the Tetons. A couple of subs had to check in at the next stop. Coonsey now up on top to Simpson. Looking to work the offense a little bit. Berg is going to have it tipped away on the low post. They get it back to Acthul. She's running up the court. Pull it pass. Goes to Chapson Canoli on the block. She loses the handle. Sarah Malera picks it up. Back to Chapson Canoli. Chance for Dawson to chip back here in this 7-point deficit. They've scored the last 2 points in the game. Now be Evans on the drive. She turns the corner back up to Chapson Canoli to Godoy. Head and shoulders fake, goes for the runner. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Berg with the rebound, gets it up to Garcia. Running the court, she goes and lets everyone spread out. In the corner now to Murtaugh for three. Off the front, no good. Tetons can't find it from distance so far in the quarter. Acthun gets the give-and-go pass, and that'll be up and in for 2 more. A 4-0 run, and it'll be now a 5-point lead for Williston State, 13-8. Simpson back up the court for the Tetons. Hands it off to Garcia on the far wing. Garcia for another one. That one's good. Back in action, Ali Garcia. Her first bucket is a triple. Tetons back up by 8. Now up the court comes Dawson, seeing if they can't respond. Closing in on 2 minutes left to go in the first. Bolito said to check in, loving that shot from Garcia. Acthun is going to have the pass stolen away by Berg. 3-on-1 break. Gets it over to Garcia. Garcia going to be blocked in midair, but Berg will come down to the board. She'll get it underneath. It's going to be tipped around. Loose ball. It'll be Kuzi. Picks it up, throws it at the rim. No good. Berg kicks it out to Simpson. Three-pointer on the way. In and out. No good. And Godoy is going to be on the ground, slow to get up. And after that missed three-pointer by Simpson, Godoy still very slow to get up, and she looks to be a little out of it. She's going to have to be forced to exit the game, as she will come out with Humphrey coming in. So the medical staff for Williston State coming over and taking a look at her. They'll put her through some quick concussion protocol. Let's see if she's cleared to return to action. Back up comes Dawson now. 1:34 left to go in the first. Chapter Canoli up on top now over to Humphrey on the near wing. Humphrey looking for action. No one home. Up to Evans. Evans pump fake. Drive cut off by Kunze in the corner. And there'll be a travel called on Sarah Malera. And she took too many steps before she took off towards the bucket. 1:21 left to go in the quarter. 11:21 left in the first half, as the Tetons looking to push their lead up to double digits for the first time, and they can do so with a bucket on this possession. Simpson across the timeline for the Tetons. Bolito on the wing, up on top to Berg. Simpson curls around, baseline drive. Simpson easily to the bucket, up and in for another one for Simpson. She now has 9 points in the game. Back up comes Dawson. Johnson Canoli gets it to Sarah Malera. She's going to drive, kicks it off in the corner. Evans with a three. That's going to be off the back of the iron. No good. Acthun will put it back up. That's no good. Tipped around. It'll be a loose ball. Humphrey's going to get it at point blank. She'll put it up, and that one will drop. Kamari Humphrey cuts the lead back down to 8. Simpson pushing back up for the Tetons. Under 40 seconds left to go. 8 seconds between the shot and the game clock. Kunze going to be fouled underneath, and that's going to be the first foul called in the game on the Bucks. It'll go on Evans. First personal, first team. Donaldson set to come into the game. Donaldson going to come in for Simpson to give Kylie her first break on the bench. Simpson, the lone Teton, with a foul. Now watch the remaining 32 seconds. Inbound play coming to get it to Bird. Baseline turnaround jumper up, no good. Humphrey will pull it down. Looking for a guard. She'll get it off to Johnson Canoli, who pushes it up the court. 8-point Teton lead, 18-10. 22 seconds left to go in the quarter. Johnson Canoli looking back door for Acthun. Finds her again, puts it up and in. Reek Acthun with 2 more. She has 4 in the game. It's a 6-point Teton lead. Here in the final 10 seconds left to go. Murtaugh has it on the wing, hands it to Bolito. Give and go back to Murtaugh. Murtaugh, baseline drive, poked away by Sarah Malera. It'll be a Teton inbound play with 2.7 seconds left. We'll have to see what Williston State can dial up. Coach Triplett calls for action. He'll go to Kunze, thrown away. Now Bolito pulls a trigger at the buzzer. Off the front of the rim, no good. And the Tetons will take a 6-point lead into the first quarter break. Ahead 18-12 over Dawson Community College and the Buccaneers. Teton looking to see if they can stretch this lead out big before halftime. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. Back for more Teton action in 60 seconds.
Legacy. It begins the growing with every step as we journey through life. It lives in relationships we build along the way, and which we love. At First International Bank and Trust, our legacy is shared at every stage of life. With you, making sure you get where you're going and protecting your legacy for generations to come. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
WCCU is your local credit union, which means they're a not-for-profit financial institution owned by you. WCCU has been serving Williston for many years and is proud of the difference they have made in the community. They are there when you need them, from home, agriculture, and auto loans to checking and saving accounts. If you sign up for a Casasa checking account with WCCU, you'll get more than just free checking. You choose your checking account and get your choice of rewards like nationwide ATM refunds and a really high interest rate. You can also earn cash back on debit card purchases and earn iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon rewards. So join the herd at WCCU.org.
Back here starting the second quarter. Tetons have the ball. Going to be passed, going to be tipped, and it'll be a loose ball on the ground. Coonsey takes it up, and that's going to be no good once again through a ton of contact. Jansen Canoli gets it off to Sarah Malera for Dawson as they look to chip the lead back down. Humphrey on the low block, bouncing into Berg, throws a tight angle up, that's no good. Coonsey will pull it down. She'll flip it back behind her to Simpson. Garcia set to check in on the next stop for Williston State. Berg gets it over to Bolito. Bolito crosses over, looking to find some room to operate. She'll have to peel up on top to the logo. Coonsey now over to Simpson. Simpson driving, flips it underneath to Coonsey. Gets bumped by Accoon underneath. That'll be number 1 on Accoon. First team foul on the Bucks in the quarter, sending either team to the stripe for the first time. And it will be now Coonsey coming in. Garcia coming in for Conradson as Coonsey's at the line for 2. Allison at the slide, stripe for her first, and that one will miss off the back of the iron, no good. She'll have one more left. Try to push it up to a 7-point advantage for the Tetons with 9:15 left to go in the second, and she will. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. Coonsey now with 5 points in the game. Sarah Malera, long pass up to Actoon on the wing, looks to drive down to the corner, kicks it up on top to Evans. Evans over to Humphrey, looking for Actoon on the far wing again. Now to Sarah Malera, back out to Humphrey. Tetons still in man-to-man defense. Jansen Canoli trying to cut through. Simpson with great defense for denial. Actoon up on top again, over to Sarah Malera, to Humphrey. Long pass over to Jansen Canoli, who fires from range, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound by Humphrey, kicks it out up on top. Jansen Canoli for another 3. That's off the back of the iron. Long rebound goes down to Sarah Malera. Jump pass over to Jansen Canoli, can't handle the pass, back up on top, it'll go. Sarah Malera driving, spins, pass out into the corner to Evans. Baseline drive, cut off on Coonsey. Now up to Jansen Canoli again on the wing. 5 seconds left, and there's going to be an offensive foul call. That one will go on Evans. If it is, it's going to be her second personal, second team foul. And Godoy, good sign for the Bucks, and Godoy has cleared those checks to see if she can re-enter, and she is coming back into the game for Evans. Now Simpson looking to push the ball up the court. A little bit of token press coming for the Bucks. Tetons up by 7, 19-2. Simpson jumping around the top. There's going to be another steal coming for Sarah Malera. A drive going to go underneath to Actoon. Cut off underneath. It'll go to Godoy. She'll miss that one. It'll be Coonsey with the steal. She'll dribble through, pick it up, and she's going to be stripped again. Underneath to Godoy. Give and go back. It's going to be broken up by Simpson. Great defense. Now a 3-on-2 break. Over to Garcia from range for 3. Garcia got another one to go. And over to the second dribble in the game. It's a big one here for the Tetons. Push them up by 10, 22-12. Timeout on the court called by Dawson with 7:47 left to go. It's a short one. We'll take a short one. No, this one looks like it's going to be stretched out to a long timeout. We'll take a long one ourselves. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Save on STIHL outdoor power equipment this fall at Acme Tools. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 18-inch gas chainsaw, built for tough tasks and reliable performance. Plus, save up to $50 on a new STIHL backpack blower or blower vac and leave the raking up to the neighbors. And the expert service technicians at Acme Tools can get your hard-to-start power equipment tuned up and ready for those fall projects. Find your STIHL this fall at Acme Tools or online at acmetools.com.
Red Rock Ford is a proud supporter of Williston State College team athletics and our community. At Red Rock, we encourage you to get behind our athletes, schools, and local community. Let's support our friends and neighbors as we work together to make our city a great place to live and raise our families. And when it comes time for your next vehicle purchase, see us at Red Rock Ford, where a portion of every dollar spent goes right back into the community you know and love. That's Red Rock Ford, your hometown Ford store, proudly supporting team athletics.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball on the Williston State College YouTube channel. Tetons have just pushed their lead out to double digits for the first time off of the second three-pointer of the game for Ali Garcia. After that full timeout, it is Bucks ball here. Tetons now looking to push it into a little bit of a full-court press. Akhoon slipped into no man's land, easily got it across the timeline. Sarah Malera up on top. Now to Godoy. Looks her way back to Sarah Malera. No one home. Back to Godoy again. Up on top to Akhoon. To Chanson Canoli on the wing. Looking for Sarah Malera in the corner. Sarah Malera comes and picks it up again to Akhoon. Tetons have shifted into zone. And Simpson pushed it away. Loose ball on the ground. Simpson comes up with it. Throws it back. Now Humphreys comes away underneath. Humphreys throws it up. And that'll drop in there. So the loose ball allowed the Bucks to get their first basket of the quarter. 12 to 22 to 14 on the American State Bank scoreboard, closing on 7 minutes left to go in the half. Simpson long pass to Bolito on the wing. Up on top, Coonsey has it. Gives it over to Berg. Bolito setting a screen for Garcia, looking to come through. Coonsey in the middle of the paint. Drop step, double team. Coonsey puts it up and Coonsey has the tied for the game high in scoring with 7. She's tied with Simpson. Back up the court again comes Williston State. Over on the wing, Humphrey has it up on top to Godoy. Godoy calling for action. No one, a lot of ball movement for Dawson. Akhoon back up on top to Godoy. Back to Akhoon. Back up on top to Godoy. Looking to work it around. In the corner it'll go to Chanson Canoli. She's cut off on the baseline. It'll be Humphrey. Catch and shoot from the elbow. That'll be up, no good. Coonsey will pull it down. She'll kick it off to Simpson. Will push it back up the court. Over to Bolito. Crosses over on Humphrey. Reverse layup up and and that'll be her first bucket of the game. Tetons up by 12, their largest lead. Evans had to check back in for the Bucks at the next stoppage. Godoy, long pass, Chanson Canoli, thought about a 3. Good closeout by Simpson. Looks to slink her way through, gets it underneath to Humphreys. That's no good. Coonsey with the board. She'll kick it off to Kylie again. And back comes Williston State under 6 minutes left to go in the half. Kylie up on top. The floor general for the Tetons, looking to slow things down and get a good look at the bucket. Bolito curls around to the near corner, gets it to Berg in the paint. Thought about a handoff underneath to Coonsey. She'll pull up the 4-footer instead. No good. Chanson Canoli pull it down. Akhoon running the court. No number, so Chanson Canoli will slow it down. Sarah Malera up on top to Humphreys. Letting her take the shot if she so chooses. Over to Chanson Canoli, kicks it in the corner. Sarah Malera for a triple. That one high bounce will be no good. Humphreys has it stolen away by Coonsey. Gets it off now to Simpson. Simpson pushes it up the court. Going to be hit by Humphreys. No call. Now to Berg. Berg driving to Coonsey underneath. And there's going to be a foul called on Akhoon. That'll be her second personal, third team. And Evans will check back into the game. Also, Turkman coming in for the first time for Dawson. A couple of subs coming in for the Tetons. Out of the game goes Berg as well as Bolito. In comes Murtaugh as well as Rieksta for the first time. So at the line now for 2 more is going to be Allison Coonsey. She's 1 for 2 from the stripe so far in the game. Here comes her next one. That one is up and good. Extends the Teton lead out to 13 points, which is their new highest lead. 1 more coming for Coonsey. As Coach Triplett bringing Rieksta back into the backcourt for defensive purposes. 2nd and 2 for Coonsey is going to be up and good. Sarah Malera, long pass out to Evans. Evans gets it loose, it underneath, and that's going to be a turnover back to Williston State. Out of the game went Godoy as well as Chanson Canoli. So Evans back in the game with 2 fouls, as is Akhoon. And the Tetons now look to inbound. Some full court press coming for the Bucks. Simpson gets it to Murtaugh, back to Simpson. Look to work her way now, man-to-man defense. Sue Turkman on Simpson. She crosses over, pushes across the timeline, picks it up. High post to Kunze. Looking for a give and go. Simpson finds underneath, and she's going to be hit on the way up. That could be on Acthoon. If it is, it'll be her third personal. But instead, it'll go on Sarah Malera. First, Kylie Simpson at the stripe, looking to push out the 14-point lead the Tetons have with 4:45, just 15 seconds past halfway mark. Simpson's up and good. She now has double digits, reclaiming the solo lead for scoring in the game. Lucia Bolito was off the bench talking with Coach Bridger Rice. Not sure if she had an issue. We'll have to monitor that one as Simpson knocks down her second of two. Now a 13-14 game. Turkman, long pass across the timeline to Acthoon. Over to Sarah Malera on the far wing, up to Turkman. Slow things down. Back to Sarah Malera. Evans in the corner. Back to Turkman. Puts it on the deck. Now to Acthoon. Back to Turkman. Again to Evans. A little triangle offense developing here. High post. He'll go. Kick pass in the corner. Sarah Malera. Nothing there. Up on top. Turkman. They let her fire. That one's off the side. No good. Pulled down by Garcia. She's going to push the tempo. Kicks it across to Murtaugh, who's met at the timeline by Sarah Malera. Murtaugh driving down to the corner. Picks up a screen. And she's going to be stripped by the defense, and there's going to be a jump ball called here with 4:04 left to go. To the Bucks. So Murtaugh had a couple of defenders all over her back as Acthoon will check out of the game. Godoy coming back in, and there's going to be a timeout call by the Tetons here with 4:04 remaining in the first half. 16-point Williston State lead, 30-14 on the American State Bank scoreboard. It's a short timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Farmers and ranchers, set your goals with American State Bank and Trust Company of Williston. Whether it's equipment, land, or working capital, our experienced ag team offers a flexible, competitive, and personalized approach.
This is Aaron Granley, Ag Loan Manager at American State Bank and Trust Company. We understand the challenges and opportunities unique to this region. Reach out today to set up a visit to our office or out in your field.
ASB's experienced and committed ag team is ready to help you go beyond. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball exclusively all season long on the Williston State College YouTube channel. Tetons up by 16, 30-14 here, coming the final 4:04 of the first half. Bucks have the ball. Turkman will get the inbound pass from Evans and march it up the court. Evans kicks it off to Sarah Malera on the far wing. Now go to Evans down the baseline. She's going to have her pass tipped. Comes down for Kunze. Kunze will slow down. Gets it off to Simpson in the backcourt, who now hits the gas. She's going to drive. Gets across the timeline. Rieksta sets a screen on the wing. Nothing there. It'll be Simpson now off to Murtaugh. Back out to Simpson for three. No good. Rieksta with the board. And one. Evans picks up her third foul. Rieksta with her first bucket of the game. 18-point lead for the Tetons. Here with 37 left to go. Sarah Malera coming out of the game. In Jasmine Half. And another substitution up to the... They also bring out Evans. And bring back in Acthoon, who's playing with two. Rieksta at the stripe, 4-1. Her free throw is going to be up and good. It's a 19-point lead for the Tetons, 33-14. Turkman, long pass over to Godoy. She'll send it ahead to Acthoon. Bobbled the ball. If she could have one-touched the pass, she would have had Humphrey open underneath. Up on top, swing pass to Acthoon. Turkman had a wide-open look for three. Up on top to half again, over to Godoy. She'll fire one up. That'll be off the back of the iron. It'll be Rieksta who'll pull it down. She'll kick it off to Kunze. Kunze running the paint. Bounce pass, no, underneath to Murtaugh. Murtaugh up in the end. Taylor Murtaugh with her first points. Tetons up 21. Sarah Malera said to check back in now at the next stop. Under, they're closing in on 3 minutes left to go. Stolen again away by Kunze. She picks it up and gets it off to Simpson. Tetons getting it done defensively here this afternoon in Williston. They love to punch their ticket for the rivalry match against Bismarck. That'll be slated for next Wednesday. Simpson, a shimmy and a shake. She's going to drive, and she'll be stripped on the way up by Humphrey. It'll be out of bounds back to the Tetons with 2:45 remaining in the half. Humphrey coming out of the game with Sarah Malera coming in, and Kunze getting a break with her coming back into the game for the Tetons. Inbound play coming for Williston State. They're along the post corners. Simpson gets it off to Berg. Back to Simpson. Curls around the corner. Underneath will go to Berg. Reeks will pick it up. She'll put it up and in. 5 points in the game. The Tetons are up by 23, 37-14. Long pass across the timeline to Turkman. Gets it into the corner to half. Back to Turkman along the perimeter. 2.5 left to go. Turkman on the drive. And she's going to be fouled by Murtaugh. That'll be the first personal on Murtaugh. First team foul on the Tetons here in the quarter. It'll just be an inbound pass coming for Dawson with 2:25 left to go in the second quarter. Pass goes to Turkman on the far wing. Hands it off to Godoy. Works her way back. Turkman thought about a three. Didn't take it. Godoy over to Sarah Malera. Now in the corner to half. Akthun fires up a rainbow. That'll kiss off the front of the rim and be pulled down by Murtaugh. Murtaugh running the court. Bounce pass to Berg. Berg underneath to Rieksta back to Berg for a long two, no good. Pulled down by Sarah Malera, gets it off to Turkman, weaving through traffic. She's going to look to drive, kicks it over to half. Half with a good closeout from Berg. Looks to get her way through, throws a wild one up off the board, no good. Pulled down by Murtaugh. Back comes Williston State, under 2 minutes left to go in the half. Looking to push this lead out even further. Murtaugh, backdoor to Berg, cut off on the baseline. Berg still has her dribble, takes a couple, gets to the elbow, nothing there. Rieksta picks it up in motion through contact, just off the mark, no good. And it'll be back to Dawson here with 1.5 left to go. Godoy, long pass to half. She'll have to peel out now to Turkman. Turkman dribbles inside the perimeter. Swing pass up on top to Godoy. Godoy with a hand in her face will fire from three. Rieksta will pull down the board, and she'll get it off back to Simpson to slow things down. Now 1:15 left for Kylie Simpson and Williston State. Up by 23 points, 37-14. Simpson pushes to the near wing. Reverse direction. Curls out. It'll go to Berg. Berg looking underneath, skip pass to Garcia in the corner, but Garcia was going to have a foot on the line as she casually knocked down a corner three-pointer. And the Tetons with a rare turnover. As out of the game comes Godoy for the Bucks. Back checks in is Jetson Cannoli. 37-14 with 1:02 left to go. Turkman letting the ball roll before she picks the ball up. Looking to see if she can squeeze every second possible out of what's left of the first half. Turkman on top. Ball fake. Gets it over to Sarah Malera. Now to Jetson Cannoli. Back to Turkman up on top. Congestion down underneath. Going to be underneath to Sarah Malera. Can't handle the pass. It'll be out to Self now on the perimeter. 15 on the shot clock. 45 left in the quarter. Turkman spins. Gonna be, throws up a wild one. No good. Tipped around. It'll be out of bounds. Back to the Tetons. Rieksta doing good effort there underneath, battling with Akthun. Now it'll be back to the Tetons as Humphrey set to check in. Humphrey will check in for Akthun to make sure she doesn't pick up her third personal. Now more full court press coming. Swing pass to Murtaugh. As Murtaugh works it up the court, she's going to hit the gas and get a step on Turkman. She'll hit the brakes now. Set up in the half court. 8 seconds between the shot and the game clock. Garcia gets a screen. She's going to be cut off to Berg just inside the perimeter. Berg drives, jump stop, puts it off the board, and 2 more for Jason. She has 4. And it's a 25-point lead. 15 seconds left to go. Sarah Malera, she's going to have it stolen away for Garcia. Garcia heaves it ahead to Simpson. Over the shoulder catch behind her. Going to be stolen away by Humphrey. 5 seconds left. Jetson Cannoli gets it up to Sarah Malera. Going to have to cross over. Good if it goes at the buzzer. Off the back of the iron, no good. And it is a 25-point lead at the break. Tetons outscored Dawson in that second quarter, 21-2. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to go down and pick up the official halftime box score. When we come back, we'll knock down all of the stats from the half number 1 here from the Well in Williston. You're listening to Teton Basketball all season long right here on the Williston State College YouTube channel.
At American State Bank and Trust Company, we want you to bank your way, whether that's on the go or at home. We make your life easier with online and mobile banking, bill pay, remote deposit, electronic payments, and more. Free, convenient, secure services, all available to you. Banking should happen on your time, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Go beyond with American State Bank and Trust Company. Stop in or visit asbt.com to enjoy a better digital banking experience. Member FDIC.
WCCU is your local credit union, which means they're a not-for-profit financial institution owned by you. WCCU has been serving Williston for many years and is proud of the difference they have made in the community. They are there when you need them, from home, agriculture, and auto loans to checking and saving accounts. If you sign up for a Casasa checking account with WCCU, you'll get more than just free checking. You choose your checking account and get your choice of rewards like nationwide ATM refunds and a really high interest rate. You can also earn cash back on debit card purchases and earn iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon rewards. So join the herd at WCCU.org.
More than 70 years, Expanse Electrical Company has delivered market-leading electrical, power, and automation expertise. Built upon a legacy of technology, quality, and craftsmanship. They are confident that they have the best team in the industry and welcome the opportunity to serve them. A proud member of the Williston community, Expanse continually looks to build a better future for their community, their craftsmen, and their customers. They pride themselves on having one of the most efficient teams of directly employed licensed electricians and automation engineers in the industry. Interested in powering up your career? Visit expanseelectrical.com/careers to learn about their openings and move to the region.
Legacy. It begins the moment we born, growing with every step as we journey through life. It lives in the relationships we build along the way and in those we love. At First International Bank and Trust, our legacy is you. In every stage of life, we walk with you, making sure you get where you're going and protecting your legacy for generations to come. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for reliable professional services for your business? Look no further than One Core Services. They specialize in optimizing operations, enhancing productivity, and ensuring safety across all facets of your business. Whether you need high-pressure pumps, hydrochloric acid, or bulk chemicals, we've got you covered. One Core Services tailors solutions to fit your unique needs, helping you save time and money. Ready to take your production to the next level? Call us today at 701-774-1105. One Core Services, LLC. Your trusted partner for success in the oil and gas industry.
Red Rock Ford is a proud supporter of Williston State College team athletics and our community. At Red Rock, we encourage you to get behind our athletes, schools, and local community. Let's support our friends and neighbors as we work together to make our city a great place to live and raise our families. And when it comes time for your next vehicle purchase, see us at Red Rock Ford, where a portion of every dollar spent goes right back into the community you know and love. That's Red Rock Ford, your hometown Ford store, proudly supporting team athletics.
Save on Steel outdoor power equipment this fall at Acme Tools. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 18-inch gas chainsaw, built for tough tasks and reliable performance. Plus, save up to $50 on a new steel backpack rower or blower vac and leave the waking up to the neighbors. And the expert service technicians at Acme Tools can get your hard-to-start power equipment tuned up and ready for those fall projects. Find your steel this fall at Acme Tools or online at acmetools.com.
Back here at the break, little extra time here for a halftime, and there is still just under 10 minutes left to go before we get going for the start of the second. From the well in Williston, Tetons with a 25-point lead at the break, 39-14. At the end of the first quarter, it was a 6-point game, 18-12. And then it was a huge effort in the second quarter by Williston State on both ends of the court as they outscored Dawson 21-2. We'll take a look at the scoring, starting off with the Buccaneers. They're led in scoring by both Amari Humphrey and Marika Thune with 4 points in the game. And then 2 each coming from Godoy, 2 from Sarah Malera, and 2 from Johnson Canoli. In the first quarter, 6 for 16 from the field for the Bucks for 37%. 0 of 3 from beyond the arc and did not attempt a free throw. In the second quarter, just 1 of 15 from the field for 6%, 0 of 7 from deep, and also did not attempt a free throw in the quarter number 2. In the first half, the Bucks were 7 of 31 from the field for 22%, 0 of 10 from deep, and 0 of 0 from the charity stripe. 13 rebounds in the first half, 7 defensive, 6 offensive rebounds. Leading the way is Sarah Valera and Johnson Canoli, who each have 4. 4 assists as a team, 7 steals, no blocks, and 14 turnovers. Go along with 5 personal fouls. At the personal foul count for the Buccaneers, it is Ambient who picked up 3 fouls in the half. So she saw some extra time on the bench, also coming away with 2 fouls. This man also has some time on the bench, so it'll be a tough task for Coach Weber, who has a short bench himself, to try to climb back from this 25-point halftime deficit. Now taking a look at the home team on the scoreboard, Williston State and the Tetons. They're led by Kylie Simpson, who has 11 points at the break, going 4 of 6 from the field, including 1 of 3 from deep, and has knocked down both of her free throws. Allison Coonsey comes in with 9 points in the game. Coonsey 3 of 4 from the field and hit 3 of 4 from the stripe as well. 6 points in from Garcia on 2 3-pointers. Risa off the bench has 5. 4 points from Berg and 2 each in from Murtaugh as well as Bolita. Shooting for Williston State in the first quarter, they were 8 of 18 from the floor for 44%, 2 of 8 from deep for 25%, and did not attempt a free throw in the first. In the second quarter, the Tetons were 8 of 12 for 66% from the floor, 1 of 3 for deep for 33%, and 4 of 5 from the stripe for 80%. Overall, in the game, they're shooting 16 of 30 from the floor for 53%, 3 of 11 from beyond the arc for 27%, and 4 of 5 from the line for 80%. 18 rebounds in the half for the Tetons. They have a +5 in the rebound margin. Coonsey leads the way with 6 boards in the game, 5 defensive, 1 offensive. The team as a total has 14 defensive and 4 offensive rebounds, 8 assists as a unit, 8 steals, 2 blocks, and 9 turnovers committed in the first. Also only just 2 personal fouls on the Tetons in half number 1. It's 1 on Simpson and 1 on Murtaugh. Looking at the advanced stats here with 6 minutes left before we get underway for the start of half number 2. Points in the paint, Tetons with the lead, 22-14. Points off at turnovers, Tetons 17-2. Second chance points, Tetons 3-2. Bench points, Tetons 9-4. There's been 1 tie that came back when it was 2-2, 0 lead changes. Last field goal for Dawson came with 1:33 left to go in the second quarter. So it was a stretch of nearly 8.5 minutes of scoreless play for the Buccaneers before they got their first bucket of the quarter in the Tetons. Last scored with 18 seconds left to go in the quarter. Largest lead for the Tetons is what we're sitting at right now, 25 points, 39-14. So a big-time lead for the Coyotes as they look to cruise here in the second half. Watch their tickets to Wednesday's game against Bismarck State College and the Mystics. Still 20 minutes left to go to see if the Tetons can hold on to a huge lead here at home. 5 minutes left to go on the halftime clock. We're going to take a quick break and we'll come back. Or get you going for the start of the third quarter here from Williston. We're back in a couple of minutes. Teton basketball exclusively on the Williston State College YouTube page. Final 40 seconds before we get started here in half number 2. Coyotes had plenty of time shooting up, staying loose. But it was a short shoot-around session for Dawson as they look to try to overcome a 25-point lead here at halftime. It'll be Teton's ball here to start with in the third quarter as they look to continue to push out their lead, which currently stands at the largest they've had it all day long, 25 points, 39-14. And that was largely in part to a 21-2 second quarter. Looks to be some little bit of perspiration or something on the floor. Teton men's head coach and athletic director Alex Herman getting the towel off and making sure the floor surface is ready to go for the start of the third. Events of spillage from a water bottle as the Tetons were coming back out onto the court. Looks like they got it all mopped up and are ready to go. Tetons and the Buck coming out with their same 5 starters they started the game. Berg on the wing, and there's going to be a stoppage on the court. Looks like the shot clock did not begin. So the Tetons will be re-inbounding now with 25 seconds on the shot clock. 9:55 left in the third quarter on the American State Bank scoreboard. Inbounds pass again goes from Berg to Simpson. Berg will get it right back, hand it off to Simpson again. Curls pass goes underneath to Berg, who's going to be fouled, and that was going to go on Godoy. Looks like it'll go on to Godoy, and it will. That'll be her first personal, first team. And Berg did a good job of a strong pull around the top elbow. So that'll be number 1 on Godoy. And send Berg to the stripe for her first free throws of the game. First one on the way from Jersey is up and good. We'll have one more now with a lead pushed out to 26 points, 40-14. Second of 2 on the way from Jersey. That one is going to be good as well. Tetons in control here. Back up comes Sarah Malera up the court. Should be picked up by Garcia. Tetons back in man-to-man defense. Humphrey on the far wing. Up on top to Godoy. She'll get it off to Self, who's in. Now steal by Garcia. Here comes Garcia off to the races. She's going to be cut off. Thought about pulling up for a jumper. No one home. Gives it to Simpson. Baseline drive under to Coonsey. Coonsey will take a step. Looks to create some space. Puts it up. It'll roll off the side of the rim. No good. Good defense by Sarah Malera down in the post. Will now get the ball back underneath to Humphreys. Humphreys going to have it stripped. And it'll be Murtaugh who comes away with it. Tetons get the ball back. Their second steal in the half. Taylor sends it over to Simpson. Now over to Garcia. Picks up a Coonsey screen. Late on the slip pass down low. Now Simpson over on the wing. Back up on top to Garcia. She'll find Coonsey in the low post. Steps on Godoy. Puts it up and into Coonsey. So Coonsey now with 11 points in the game as the Tetons are up 29, 43-14. Jackson Canoli on the near wing. Up on top to Godoy. She'll curl around. Hand it off to Sarah Malera. Now up to Self. Self looking to take off. Over to Humphrey. Perimeter ball movement. Looking back door for Godoy. Couldn't find her as Humphreys. Now it'll be Sarah Malera out. And there's going to be a travel call to try to push her way through a couple of defenders and took one too many steps. Jackson Canoli now will check out of the game with Turkman coming in. Little jab step by Simpson to get some space from Turkman. She'll get the ball from Berg. Now work her way up across the timeline. Under 8.5 left to go in the third quarter. Garcia hands it off to Simpson. Goes on a curl herself. Bullet pass across to Murtaugh. Murtaugh bounce pass on the high post to Coonsey. Looking to take on Self. Here comes a second to Pender. Coonsey looks for help. Gets it up on top to Garcia, who will take off on a drive. She kicks it. It's going to be stolen away by Sarah Malera. And back comes Dawson. Pushing up the court is going to be Godoy crossing the timeline. Just over 8 left to go in the quarter. Gets it on the wing, looking for help. Up to Turkman. Jab step inside the perimeter. No one home. They'll have to pull it back out. Now headed off to Godoy again. 14 on the shot clock. It'll be a long pass to Humphrey on the wing. Looking for Turkman, cutting through. Nothing there now to Self. Self gets down in the low post. She's going to fire one up. No good. Coonsey with the board. Gets it off to Garcia, who gets it back to Coonsey. As Coonsey pushes it up to court for Williston State to Berg on the near wing. Berg picks up the Coonsey screen. Crosses over. Pick and roll, not there. Now Simpson working, gets it down to the low post. Coonsey again working on half, going to put it up and in. She has the game high in scoring with 13 points, and she started off with 4 points here in the third quarter. Sarah Malera up on top of the point. Over to go to half. Half looking down low, nothing there. Back up on top again to Turkman, picking up a screen from Humphreys. Good switch on the screen, out to Godoy for three, no good. Pulled down by Berg. Berg will push it up the court, looking for options, kicks it up to Garcia on the near wing. Garcia gonna spin, get some space, pulls the trigger from the elbow, got it to good for the first bucket inside the perimeter. Now it's a 33-point lead for the Tetons, 47-14. Back up the court, Sarah Malera working her way to the top of the perimeter. She'll find Half up on top. Now over to Godoy, looking for a cut from Humphrey, nothing there. Turkman will peel it back up on top. 15 on the shot clock again for the Bucks. Turkman crossing over, picks up a screen, looking to drive. There's going to be no call as Turkman got into the body of Berg. Kuzi with the rebound, she'll get it off to Garcia. And back up the court again, will come Williston State. Long pass to Berg, looking underneath, no one home. She'll slow things down in the half court. Pass going to be tipped away by Humphrey. A 2-on-2 break up the court. Turkman late to go, she'll have to peel away. Gets it on the perimeter to Godoy. Gonna drive, and there's going to be a foul called on Taylor Murtaugh. That'll be her second personal. First team foul in the half for the Tetons. 6:01 left to go. And an inbound play will come from underneath the bucket for the Buccaneers. Jasmine Half set to trigger the inbound pass. Looks for Turkman, no one home. Still no one home. Finally gets it to her in the corner. Will hand it back off to Half. Who's going to curl around on Coonsey. Back out to Sarah Malera, who will drive. She's going to be cut off. Goes for the high angle, no good. Gets her own rebound. She's cut off underneath the bucket. Nowhere to go. Should have been a 3-second call, and finally there's a 3-second call made by the officials. That'll be a forced turnover back to the Tetons, and some full court press now coming for the Bucks. Bounce pass goes into Simpson, who saves it from going out of bounds. Turkman bounce pass it underneath, and Berg with a kick to save a wide open pass underneath to Sarah Malera. So an uncharacteristic turnover there by Williston State, and there will be a sub coming into the game. It'll be Rieksta coming in for Berg. Rieksta has seen increased play here over the last couple of weeks for the Tetons. Now with 5 points, she'll re-enter the game. Inbound pass, and Godoy will have it lost through her fingertips and out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Tetons here with 5:42 left to go in the third. 47-14. Tetons have started off the half with an 8-0 run. Bounce pass goes into Simpson in the backcourt. She's going to cross over on Turkman. Now push it across the timeline. Lose the handle, but she'll pick it back up. Simpson underneath to Coonsey. Coonsey again looking. She's going to be cut off. Push it up. Going to be stolen away by Humphreys. Push it over to Godoy. And again, Godoy again handle the pass and go out of bounds. Back to the Tetons. They have 20 left on the shot clock. We'll see if they reset that up. Godoy and Half check out of the game. Back in is Evans and Akthun. Evans with 3 fouls, Akthun with 2. Inbound pass goes to Murtaugh. Catch and shoot in the corner. Off the front, no good. Rieksta with the board. Looking to get it underneath the Murtaugh. Finds Coonsey on the low point. Out it goes to Garcia for 3. Off the mark, no good. Coonsey was hit from behind, no call. Sarah Malera trapped by a couple of defenders to get it off to Turkman. Now Turkman having to deal with the trap. Looking to get it away. She's going to drive. She'll be fouled by Garcia, who will pick up her first. And after 8.9 seconds of hard fighting on the defense, Dawson gets bailed out by a foul as Turkman tried to force her way through a trap and made contact with Garcia to get the foul and reset the shot clock to 30. That'll reset the 10-second backcourt set. Sarah Malera now looking to get the inbound pass. Garcia, good defense. Long pass over to Akthun. She'll put it on the deck. Now up to Turkman. Long pass going to be intercepted by Murtaugh and the Tetons. Murtaugh slowing things down. Now she'll push it back up the court. Under 5 minutes left to go in the third. Tetons looking to push the lead out. Garcia from way downtown. That's off the mark. Offensive rebound goes down to Simpson. She'll knock it down from just outside the elbow. 2 more for Simpson. She has 13. Tied with Coonsey for the lead in the game. Sarah Malera gets it over to Turkman on the near wing. Crossing over. She'll run into a wall of defenders underneath. It's going to go, and there's going to be a foul called underneath as Humphrey was falling down. 2 more subs coming in for Williston State. Rieksta, her first personal. Turkman checks out of the game. Godoy checking in, and we'll have to see who the new Teton subs are going in for after this media timeout. 4:32 left to go in the third quarter. Tetons on top, 49-14. We'll be back for more in 1 minute.
Save on STIHL outdoor power equipment this fall at Acme Tools. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 18-inch gas chainsaw, built for tough tasks and reliable performance. Plus, save up to $50 on a new STIHL backpack blower or blower vac and leave the raking up to the neighbors. And the expert service technicians at Acme Tools can get your hard-to-start power equipment tuned up and ready for those fall projects. Find your STIHL this fall at Acme Tools or online at acmetools.com.
Farmers and ranchers, set your goals with American State Bank and Trust Company of Williston. Whether it's equipment, land, or working capital, our experienced ag team offers a flexible, competitive, and personalized approach.
This is Aaron Gramley, Ag Loan Manager at American State Bank and Trust Company. We understand the challenges and opportunities unique to this region. Reach out today to set up a visit to our office or out in your field.
ASB's experienced and committed ag team is ready to help you go beyond. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Mike back here for Teton basketball on the Williston State College YouTube page, and there's going to be an offensive foul called off the inbound pass. That one's going to be number 1 on Humphrey. The second team foul called on the Bucks here in the third. Tetons with 3 team fouls in the quarter. 49-14, Tetons up on top. Reeks swings it over to Berg on the near wing. Now goes and sets a screen. Berg spins, looks to drive. She'll step through. Up, no good. It'll be brought down by Humphreys and the Bucks. Sarah Malera brings it back up the court. Sarah Malera now up on top of the perimeter. Gives it over to Godoy on the wing, looking for action. Out of the game on that last stop. Murtaugh and Garcia checked out. Back up on top now. Godoy has it, looking for action. She's going to get stopped off on the low post. Up to Chatson Canoli. Good closeout by Murtaugh. Block on the three-pointer. And it'll be Simpson who reels it in the corner. Long pass up to Murtaugh, going back the other way. Up and in for 2 for Murtaugh. I just thought she was out that last stop, but it was Coonsey as well as Garcia out on the last stop. Now the Tetons up 51-14. Acthune now up on top of the perimeter. He'll get it off to Sarah Malera. Looking back to Acthune up on top. Swings it over to Godoy. Curls around. Good defense by Murtaugh again on the perimeter. Godoy driving it over to Chatton Canoli's hands. She looks to drive. Gets underneath. Swings it into the corner. Acthune open for a long 2. In and out. No good. Going to be pulled down by Murtaugh, who gives it off to Simpson. Back up the court comes Williston State now. 3:03 left to go in the quarter. Double high screen. There's a switch made by the Bucks. Long pass underneath to Rieksta, who's going to be fouled underneath by Humphrey. Picks up her second personal, 13. And Rieksta will go back to the stripe for 2 more. She's setting it. Chatson Canoli will check out of the game. Back in is going to be Jasmine Half. And it'll be Coonsey to check in for the Tetons. Rieksta at the stripe for her first of 2. It's going to be up and just off the side of the rim. No good. She'll have 1 more coming. Subs will come in after a make here or the next stop, whichever one comes first. Next one on the way from Rieksta will be up and good, and here come the subs. Checking in for Acthune is going to be Evans, who returns with 3 fouls, and Coonsey back in for Rieksta. So full court press by the Tetons. Sarah Malera now will get the inbound pass, looking for someone to get it off to. Here comes a trap. They'll get it over to Evans. Long pass up ahead across the timeline to Godoy. She'll put it on the deck. 1 dribble and pick it up, looking for some help. Noah open, finally forces it into the hands of Half. Looking to drive, cut off on the baseline. She'll push it back up. Now to Godoy, straightaway 3. That one's going to bank off the rim, no good. Humphrey will pull it down. Look to drive, throw it up. That's no good. Bolito with the board. Bolito will push it back up the court, around a defender. Now get to the far wing, crossover. Bolito again, now with a finger roll. Bolito going coast to coast. 4 points in the game, and it's a 40-point Teton lead, 54-14. Sarah Malera back up the court for the Bucks. And there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Mark Weber of the Buccaneers here with 2:14 left to go in the third quarter. Since the beginning of the second quarter, it has been a 36-2 run by the Tetons, including 15-0 here in this third quarter. It's going to be a full timeout, but we'll just take a 30-second break. Back more with Teton basketball right here on YouTube in half a minute.
You work hard. You deserve a space that's truly yours. Whether it's upgrading your current home or stepping into something brand new, American State Bank and Trust Company is here to make your dreams a reality.
This is Megan Winker, Assistant Vice President and Real Estate Loan Manager at American State Bank and Trust Company. Our lending team is committed to offering tailored loan options and expert guidance because you deserve nothing but the best. Visit with Heather Ryder or me and go beyond towards the home of your dreams.
Stop in or visit asbt.com today. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball. Tetons cruising up by 40 with 12:14 left to go in the game. 2:14 left to go in the third quarter on the American State Bank scoreboard. And now it will be Bucks ball here to start after this timeout. Timeout came after the Tetons' latest bucket. It was a coast-to-coast made by Bolito. The Tetons looking to defend on the inbound pass, not guarding the inbounder in Sarah Malera. Sarah Malera calling to throw it off of Bolito. Have a quick conversation with Coach Weber. And now the little extra stoppage as they made sure that jerseys were tucked in. Cross screen coming, they're going to get it to Evans in the corner. She's going to be cut off by a double team. Now to Sarah Malera. Going to be fouled, and we'll see who that one is on. If it's on Bolito, it's her first. If it's on Murtaugh, it's her third. Number 3 on Murtaugh. Inbound play again coming for the Buccaneers. Looking to get it, this time to get it up on top to Turkman. Turkman working her way around. Now to Sarah Malera. It's going to drive. Pulls up from the paint, no one there. Now Half on the drive. Half gets to the bucket. That one falls off. Berg with the board. Back to Simpson. Simpson pushing up the court for the Tetons. Everyone running hard down the paint. Up on top to Murtaugh. Murtaugh off to Bolito. Underneath to Kuzi. Good step underneath. And one. It'll be two more for Kuzi, who now has 15. Going to the line. Chance for 16. The lead has been pushed out now to 52 points. The chance for 53. Shot at the line for Kunze. 1:46 left to go in the third quarter. Allison's first one is going to be, or one and only is going to be up and good. She completes the three-point play. That'll make it now 57-14. Back up the court comes Turkman. She'll have it long, swings it around. Half gets it over to Sarah Malera. Got away with a carry. She's going to drive again. Tries to force it through, and it's going to be a loose ball on the ground. Turkman tries to get it underneath to Humphrey. She'll get underneath. Loose ball again. Humphrey trying to find somewhere. Out to Sarah Malera. It'll be up on top to Half. Poked away by Simpson. Half on the post to Humphrey. Looking for someone to kick it out to. Up on top to Evans. Evans now on the drive. In the corner is Sarah Malera. 4 on the shot clock. She'll drive. Passes. Shot's going to be blocked. It'll be Murtaugh who comes away with it. Murtaugh long pass out to Simpson. Bounce pass to Kunze. She'll slow things down. Gets it under to Berg. In the corner to Bolito. Bolito on the baseline drive. Now to Murtaugh. Swings it up to Simpson again. She'll pull back out. Set up a half-court look. That'll be Berg. And it's going to be a blocking foul called on Humphrey. Who was late to the spot. Had a great idea, but she'll pick up her fourth. And now she'll be coming out of the game with Godoy coming in. So now also Chadson Cannoli coming into the game. Sarah Malera also coming out. Two shots at the stripe now for Jersey Berg. That was the 15th foul on the Bucks. The first one for Jersey is going to be up and good. She now has 7 points in the game. 58-14 with under a minute left to go in the third quarter. Berg at the line for her second of two. That one is on the way, and it'll roll around and drop into the bucket. 59-14, 45-point lead for the Tetons. Turkman now bringing it back up the court. 45 seconds left to go in the quarter. 20 on the shot clock. Evans has it on the high post, looking for action. No one open. Godoy cutting around. She's going to be cut off. Picks up her dribble up on top. Now to Evans, looking to drive on Kunze. Out to Chatson-Canoli. Hands it off to Half. Half on the baseline drive. Cut off by Berg. Works her way through. Stolen away by Simpson, who's off to the races. Has a foot lead and is going to lay it up and into over Simpson, who now has 15 points. Under 20 seconds left to go. Godoy pushing it up the court, just about had it stolen away by Simpson again. Long pass gets into the hands of Turkman. Final 10 seconds left of the quarter. Shot clock is off. Garcia set to check in for Williston State. Turkman going to cross over. Long pass underneath to Evans. Can't handle it. It'll go out of bounds now with 3.4 seconds left. And the Tetons are now 3.4 seconds away from holding Dawson scoreless in this third quarter as Garcia enters for Bolito. Looks like there's a little confusion on the substitutions. Garcia headed back to the bench, but she had already checked in and no warning issued. So Murtaugh now gets the inbound pass. She'll push it ahead. 1 second left. He's it up at the bucket. Nothing going there for the Tetons, but they head into the third quarter break up 61 to 14 off the back of a 22-0 third quarter. So massive second third quarter for the Tetons. We now look to close out strong against the Bucks. 1 minute timeout. We'll be back to start the fourth here from Williston in 60 seconds.
Looking for reliable, professional services for your business? Look no further than One Core Services. They specialize in optimizing operations, enhancing productivity, and ensuring safety across all facets of your business. Whether you need high-pressure pumps, hydrochloric acid, or bulk chemicals, we've got you covered. One Core Services tailor solutions to fit your unique needs, helping you save time and money. Ready to take your production to the next level? Call us today at 701-774-1105. One Core Services, LLC, your trusted partner for success in the oil and gas industry.
Legacy. It begins the moment we born, growing with every step as we journey through life. It lives in the relationships we build along the way and in those we love. At First International Bank is our legacy mission in every stage of life. Making sure you get variable and protect your legacy for generations to come. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first.
Mike, we're back here for Teton basketball starting quarter number 4. Tetons up big, 61 to 14. Bucks have the ball. Turkman now looking to work it across the timeline. Tetons in man-to-man defense. Turkman driving on Murtaugh. Swing pass to Evans on the baseline. Nowhere to go. She'll pull it back up to the elbow. Now drive from Turkman. She's going to spin, lose the ball. Force one up. No good. Pulled down by Kunze. Kunze keeping the dribble alive. She's going to be taken down. And they're going to call a foul on. They're going to call a foul on Kunze. As the Teton sophomore forward gets up, all smiles as the first one on Allison. First team foul on Williston State in the quarter. Coach Triplett kind of just has to stand and look, as that one should have been a foul on Turkman. Inbound pass goes to Half on the far wing. She gets it back up on top to Turkman. Looking to find an angle. She'll pull up for 3 off the back of the iron. No good. And be pulled down by Murtaugh. They're going to get Murtaugh. No, they're going to get Evans for her 4th. Humphries managed to check in. And it'll be now Humphrey back in with 4 to replace Evans with 4. McThune on the bench with 3. And Godoy on the bench as well with 1. Back up the court comes Murtaugh and the Tetons. Over to Simpson, back to Murtaugh on top. High post to Berg. Sends the pass into the corner to Simpson for a triple. That's going to be good. Tyler now with 18. Gets the scoring start, and the Tetons are up by a 50 burger. 64 to 14, 9:08 left to go. Half on the baseline drive, bounce pass underneath for Humphries. Can't find a loose ball. Humphries will pick it up. She tries for a no-look pass. A chance at Canoli will go out of bounds. Back to Williston State. Now with 9 on the dot left to go. Inbound pass coming for the Tetons. Berg gets it into Simpson. She'll be met by Turkman in the backcourt. Kylie now crosses over, gets across the timeline, uses her body to keep the defender away. Murtaugh back to Simpson. High post to Berg, who face up at the bucket, just about strip. Take a dribble, go for a little running jumper, no good. Berg gonna come back down with it, put it up, no good again. Still a loose ball. Diving on it is gonna be Chadson Canoli. She throws it off the leg of Coons. It'll go out of bounds. Go back to the Bucks here with 8:36 left to go in the fourth quarter on the American State Bank scoreboard. Tetons up 64-14. Turkman now bringing the ball back up the court for Dawson. Across the timeline. Closing in now on 8.5 left to go. Calling out directions for her teammates. Pushes it over to Sarah Morello. Humphrey on the high post. Looking for someone to get it off to. Over to Turkman. She's going to cross over on Murtaugh. Didn't like the angle. She'll pull back. Now in the post. Bounce pass underneath to Chadson Canoli. High angle up and in. Chadson Canoli with the bucket. Scoreless streak for the Bucks. Murtaugh high post to Garcia, has it flipped out to Simpson. Head and shoulder fake now to Berg. Berg's going to take off. She'll take a bump out to Murtaugh for three. Murtaugh off the front of the iron, no good. Sarah Malera will come down with the rebound, and the Teton defense will give way. Under 8 minutes left to go in the game. Half. Got away with a walk out on the court. Now over to Turkman up on top of the perimeter. Still looking down low, trying to get it underneath to Humphrey. She'll get it in the mid post against Berg. Humphrey working, high angle, no good. Garcia with the board, long pass up to Murtaugh. Murtaugh, drive through contact and one for Murtaugh. She has now 6 points in the game. And the foul's going to go against Sarah Malera. That'll be her second personal. Twice in the check back in. Second team foul in the quarter for the Buccaneers. 7.5 left to go. Lead has been pushed back up to 50 points, 66-16. Murtaugh at the stripe, 4-1 to try to complete the three-point play. Taylor's free throw is up and good. Now 67-16, largest lead of the game for Williston State. Turkman back up the court for the Buccaneers, crossing the timeline. Tetons again in man-to-man over to Chadson Canoli on the far wing, calling for Godoy to come pick it up, gets it on the high post, backdoor pass to Half, now to Humphrey, gets it to Turkman, Turkman hangs, puts it up and in. Slade Turkman gets her first bucket of the game, 67-18. Murtaugh on top of the perimeter, hands it off to Simpson, back to Murtaugh, wide open look for three, Murtaugh no good, pulled down by Half, she'll put it on the deck and push it up the court. Now it's the Bucks looking to run the court. Godoy on the near wing. She'll cycle back up to the top before working the ball around. It'll land into the hands of Turkman. Calling out directions. 15 seconds on the shot clock. She gets it back over to Half. Looking down low. Chadson Canoli pops up to the perimeter. Looks to take off. No one there. Back out to Half. Half drives. Gives it off to Turkman. Loses the ball. Murtaugh picks it up. Running the court. Underneath it'll go to Garcia, who will put it up and Garcia the game. There's going to be a timeout called by the Tetons with 6:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be stretched out to a 1-minute timeout. We'll take a minute break ourselves. Back in 60 seconds.
You work hard. You deserve a space that's truly yours. Whether it's upgrading your current home or stepping into something brand new, American State Bank and Trust Company is here to make your dreams a reality.
This is Megan Winker, Assistant Vice President and Real Estate Loan Manager at American State Bank and Trust Company. Our lending team is committed to offering tailored loan options and expert guidance because you deserve nothing but the best. Visit with Heather Ryder or me and go beyond towards the home of your dreams.
Stop in or visit asbt.com today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tetons. One player still out there. It's going to be Simpson. Angelina Califf out there for the first time. As Bolito checking Turkman, who comes up the court with the ball. Turkman now looking to swing it over to Half. Got it. Half, little shuffling of the feet before she could take off on the drive. We'll turn it back over to the Tetons. There is 6:12 left to go in the game. And a substitution coming back in is going to be Sarah Malera. She'll come in for Godoy. Back up the court, Simpson pushes the ball over in the wing. Califf pulls the trigger just inside the elbow. Angelina with her first points of the game. Back up the court now. 71-18, Tetons on top. Sarah Malera hands it off to Half. Half fires the trigger from straight away, no good. They pull down by Humphrey. Humphrey getting the, is gonna jump stop, and she'll get Bolito over her back, who couldn't hit the brakes fast enough. It'll be number one on Bolito, 17th foul in the quarter on Williston State. Inbound play now coming underneath the basket for the Bucks. Kirkman asking why it wasn't on the shot. Looking to get some clarification from the official. Inbound play now coming from underneath her own basket. No one open, finally Half underneath. Will put it up and in. First bucket of the game for Jasmine Half. 71-20. Simpson pushed it back up the court. Over to Conradson on the far wing. Looking to drive baseline. Cut off. Looking for a forward. Out to Simpson. Underneath to Risa. Gets a step. Puts it up and in. And for Risa. She's 8 in the game. Back at the court again comes Turkman. Gets it over to Half on the perimeter. Looking for Sarah Malera up on top. Swings it over to Chance and Canoli. Out to Turkman. Little shimmy. Turkman driving. Bounce pass to Humphrey. Mid-range jumper up and good for Amari Humphrey. Now 6 to lead the team in scoring. 73-22. Under 5 minutes left to go in the half. Califf over to Bolito. Looking underneath for Risa. Mid-post to Simpson. Tall pass underneath to Risa. Reverse layup. And Risa on 10 points. The lead's back up to 53. Final 4.5 here in this one. Turkman hands it off to Half. Now to Chapson Canoli. Fixico set to come in for Williston State on the next stop. Turkman curls around a tall screen. Off it'll go to Half. Looking to drive on Califf. Cut off. Down on the baseline to Sarah Malera. She'll step through, throw it up and in. Sarah Malera now with 4 points in the game. On pass to Conradson along the far wing. Picks up a screen from Risa. Swing pass over to Simpson. Now off to Bolito. High post. He'll go to Califf. Simpson again looking for Bolito. It's going to be Bolito will get it, will put it up, and in it goes. Risa with 2 more. Down underneath, she has 11 in the game. She has 12 in the game. That'll be number 3 on Sarah Malera. Sarah Malera coming out of the game. Acthune as well as Evans back in. Second one, her first free throw is going to be up and good by Rista. And she'll come out of the game with Fixico checking in for the first time. Back up the court come the Buccaneers. Turkman brings it across the timeline. Bolito, tough defense, screen from Humphrey. Turkman looking to drive, cut off. Look for a backdoor cut, and it's going to be a kickball called against Conradson. As the Tetons now looking to hold on for the remaining 3:41 left to go. Out of the game goes Chance and Canoli. Back in is going to be Half. And Simpson will check out of the game for Williston State with J.C. Damandi seeing her first action. Inbound play coming for the Bucks. No one open. Looks to go up on top. They'll find Half. Half taken off on Damandi. Looking for pick up a screen from Humphrey. Out to Turkman. Turkman for 3. That's going to get wedged in the corner of the bucket. And now the eyes turn to the Teton men's players who are along the court. See if anyone's going to jump up and go poke it away. They will wait to see. Now the waiting game to see who's going to come and get the ball. They got wedged along the rim and the backboard. I think Coach Herman yelling at one of his guys to go grab it as a ball is being rolled down the court to see if they can't pop it free here with 3:33 left to go. And the first attempt nudges it a little bit, no movement. Second one puts it up and in. That jump ball, when it does get wedged between the backboard and the rim, gives the ball back to the Tetons with the alternating arrow. Full court press coming for the Bucks. Caleb set to inbound the ball. Long pass up to Fixico. She'll pick it and try to get it off to Conradson. Will flip it back, and Conradson takes a big bump. That one's going to be against Evans. No, it's going to be against Turkman. Turkman picks up just her first. 3:29 left to go in the game. Monty looked to inbound the ball now from the far sideline in front of her coaching staff. Gets it into Conradson, back to DeMonte, up on top to Caleb. Caleb over to Bolito on the wing, takes one dribble, looking to DeMonte in the mid-post, out to Conradson for three. Rainmaker three up, no good. Pulled down by Fixico, gets the board, flips it to Bolito along the baseline, but a little too far away from Bolito to reel in. It'll go out of bounds, back to the Bucks now. 3:14 left to go. That last foul was the last one that the Bucks had to give in the quarter. The Tetons will be shooting the rest of the way. Turkman up on top. She'll get it high post to Humphrey. Looking for a cutting half. Nothing there. Humphrey holding on. Nothing going. She'll put it on the deck. Pass it up on top to Evans. Now to Half, who will take off on DeMonte. Backdoor pass. Finds Evans on the baseline. She'll go to the mid-post. Blocked by Koloff from behind. Conradson picks it up. Long pass ahead will go to Bolito. Bolito reels it in along the baseline. Push it out to DeMonte in the corner for three. Casey got to go. First game, now 81-24 lead for the Tetons. As Turkman brings it back up the court. 2.5 left to play. Tetons firmly in control of this one. Turkman looking to hand it off. She'll find Ackman. Looking down low now. Going to be a loose ball. Pulled up by Bolito. She wheels around a couple of defenders. Bolito will drive. Pull up for the 5-footer. Off the mark. No good. It'll be saved by DeMonte. Conradson from the mid-range jumper. That's good. Teal with her first points in the game. Now it's a 59-point lead. Turkman driving. Going to be cut off by Conradson and Bolito. She'll pull it back up to Half. Half curling around. Looking to drive. Throws a wild one up. No good. Bolito with the board. Hands it off to DeMonte. Work it up the court against Turkman. Crosses over now behind her back to get across the timeline. Under 2 minutes left to go. Christensen set to check in. Long pass over to Bolito. Bolito put it on the deck. Looks to drive. Kicks it to Koloff. Caleb for three. And she's going to knock it down. Angelina Caleb has 5 in the game. And the Tetons are up 62, 86-24. Buck and a half left to go in this one. 3 Bucks set to check in on the next stop. Up on top to Half. Foot fake on DeMonte. Looking for Humphreys in the paint. Nothing there. Evans long pass over to Turkman. Along the baseline. Back to Half. She'll take off. Looking to curl. Throws up the mid-range runner. No good. Rebound comes back down to Half. She'll throw it up and in. Jasmine Half now with 4 points in the game. And there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Triplett. Managed to get it before the ball was inbounded. And Bolito will now check out of the game with Christensen coming in. Christensen gets her first run. And it was just a substitution timeout called by the Tetons. The Bucks were along the bench like it was going to be a full timeout. Now they have back out on the court Chadson Canoli and other starters. Fixico gets it in the low post, drop step, pushes it through. It'll be in the hands of Conradson, weaving her way around. They're looking to see if they can feed it to Fixico. Caleb lands on the ball. She's going to dive on it and get tied up with Sarah Valera. Alternating arrow gives it back to the Bucks with 46 seconds left to go. So Tetons under a minute away from punching their ticket to Wednesday's action against Bismarck. Sarah Malera pushes it up to the top of the perimeter, picks up a Humphrey screen, crosses over, drives, kicks over to Godoy. Godoy going to whistle for a travel. That'll turn it back over to Williston State. 7 seconds separates the shot clock and the play clock. 37.4 left to go in the game. Christensen gets the inbound pass. Now back to DeMonte, who pushes it across the timeline. over to Connerton, looking for Fixico, gets it in the low post, up to Koloff, back out to Connerton. Looks to drive, and there's going to be a foul called on Godoy. It'll be off. They're going to say Connerton stepped on the sideline out of bounds. So that'll give it back to Dawson with 24 seconds left to go. Dawson has scored 12 points here in this fourth quarter to the Tetons 25. Back up the court comes Sarah Malera, guarded by DeMonte. Looking to dribble out and get a final shot here in the game for the Bucks. Malera now, we won't have to take a shot, and Dawson looks like they're going to dribble out the remaining few seconds of the game. Tetons come away with a massive win, a 86-26. They'll keep their season going for at least one more day. We're going to head down to pick up the official box score. When we come back, we'll wrap up this one here from Williston.
At American State Bank and Trust Company, we want you to bank your way, whether that's on the go or at home. We make your life easier with online and mobile banking, bill pay, remote deposit, electronic payments, and more. Free, convenient, secure services, all available to you. Banking should happen on your time, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Go beyond with American State Bank and Trust Company. Stop in or visit asbt.com to enjoy a better digital banking experience. Member FDIC.
WCCU is your local credit union, which means they're a not-for-profit financial institution owned by you. WCCU has been serving Williston for many years and is proud of the difference they have made in the community. They are there when you need them, from home, agriculture, and auto loans to checking and saving accounts. If you sign up for a Casasa checking account with WCCU, you'll get more than just free checking. You choose your checking account and get your choice of rewards like nationwide ATM refunds and a really high interest rate. You can also earn cash back on debit card purchases and earn iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon rewards. So join the herd at WCCU.org.
For more than 70 years, Expanse Electrical Company has delivered market-leading electrical, power, and automation expertise. We're upon a legacy of technology, quality, and craftsmanship. They are confident that they have the best team in the industry and welcome the opportunity to serve you. A proud member of the Williston community, Expanse continually works to build a better future for their company, their craftsmen, and their customers. They pride themselves on having one of the most proficient teams of directly employed licensed electricians and automation engineers in the industry. Interested in powering up your career? Visit expanseelectrical.com/careers to learn about their openings in the North Dakota region.
Legacy. It begins the moment we're born, growing with every step as we journey through life. It lives in the relationships we build along the way and in those we love. At First International Bank and Trust, our legacy is you. In every stage of life, we walk with you, making sure you get to where you're going and protecting your legacy for generations to come. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for reliable professional services for your business? Look no further than One Core Services. They specialize in optimizing operations, enhancing productivity, and ensuring safety across all facets of your business. Whether you need high-pressure pumps, hydrochloric acid, or bulk chemicals, we've got you covered. One Core Services tailor solutions to fit your unique needs, helping you save time and money. Ready to take your production to the next level? Call us today at 701-774-1105. One Core Services, LLC, your trusted partner for success in the oil and gas industry.
Red Rock Ford is a proud supporter of Williston State College Teton Athletics and our community. At Red Rock, we encourage you to get behind our athletes, schools, and local community. Let's support our friends and neighbors as we work together to make our city a great place to live and raise our families. And when it comes time for your next vehicle purchase, see us at Red Rock Ford, where a portion of every dollar spent goes right back into the community you know and love. That's Red Rock Ford, your hometown Ford store, proudly supporting Teton Athletics.
Save on STIHL outdoor power equipment this fall at Acme Tools. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 18-inch gas chainsaw, built for tough tasks and reliable performance. Plus, save up to $50 on a new STIHL backpack blower or blower back and leave the raking up to the neighbors. And the expert service technicians at Acme Tools can get your hard-to-start power equipment tuned up and ready for those fall projects. Find your STIHL this fall at Acme Tools or online at acmetools.com.
Mike, we're back here from the Well in Williston, wrapping up the Tetons' massive 86-26 win over Dawson Community College and the Buccaneers. Taking a look, and one of the wildest stats, it was a 68-14 run from the start of the second period to the end of the game for the Tetons. At the end of the first quarter, Tetons led by just 6, 18-12. And here came the Tetons in the second, going on a 21-2 run in the second, 22-0 in the third, and then 25-12 in the fourth quarter. The Tetons win in a big way here at home, 86-26, and advance in the Region 13 tournament bracket to play Bismarck State College on Wednesday. Taking a look now, starting off with the scoring for Dawson Community College. They're led in scoring by Amari Humphrey, who had 6 points in the game off of 3 two-pointers. 4 points coming in from Mariona Saramerlera. 4 points also in from Marika Acthon, Jasmine Half, and Arini Chatson-Canoli. And 2 points in each from Sule Turkman and Lucia Godoy. In the second half, looking at shooting, starting off the third quarter, 0 of 10 from the field for the Bucks for 0%, 0 of 5 from deep for 0%, and 0 of 0 for the line for 0%. In the fourth quarter, they were 5 of 13 from the floor for 38%, 1 of 4 from deep for 25%. Actually is incorrect. They did not make a three-pointer in the game, and then went 1 of 1 from the line for 100%. And looking at in the game, it was a 12 of 54 effort from the floor for 22%, did not hit a three-pointer, and from the free throw line did not hit a free throw in the game as well. 23 rebounds as a team, 13 defensive, 10 offensive. They're led by Sarah Malera, who had 8 rebounds, 6 defensive, 2 offensive. Total of 8 assists for the Bucks, 10 steals, no blocks, 30 turnovers, and 14 personal fouls committed. Looking at the Tetons, they're led in scoring by Kylie Simpson. She had 18 in the game, 5 two-pointers, 2 three-pointers, and was 2 of 2 from the line. Kunze had 16 in the game, 13 coming in from Zanifa Rieksta. 10 points for Ali Garcia, 7 for Taylor Murtaugh, 5 in for Angelina Califf, 4 points in from Lucia Bolito, and 2 points coming in from Tia Conradson for Williston State. Also, J.C. Demotny had a three-pointer in the game to round out the 86 points of scoring. Looking at Teton shooting in the third half, they're 8 of 14 from the field for 57%, 0 of 4 from deep, and 6 of 7 from the line for 85%. In the fourth quarter, they were 10 of 16 for 62% from the floor, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc, and 2 of 2 from the line. And overall in the game, they shot 34 of 60 for 56%, 6 of 21 from beyond the arc for 28%, and 12 of 14 from the stripe for 85%. The Tetons were plus 12 in rebounding with 35 total, 26 defensive rebounds, 9 offensive rebounds. Led in rebounding by Kunze, who had 9 total, 8 defensive, 1 offensive. 15 assists by the Tetons, led by Simpson, 6, 14 steals, 4 blocks, 16 turnovers, and 7 fouls committed. Looking at the advanced stats, points in the paint, 44-22 to the Tetons. Points off turnovers, 32-2 Tetons. Second chance points, 7-6 Williston State. Bench points, 29-10 Williston State. There was one tie when it came down to a 2-2 game early in the contest. That was within the first 2 minutes of quarter number 1. And there were 0 lead changes ever since the Tetons took a 4-2 lead in that first quarter. It was a big win for the Williston State team that did not trail throughout the entirety of the game. Largest lead for the Tetons was by 62 points, and that came with a $138 to go here in the game. So that's going to wrap up this big postseason win for the Tetons. And they'll advance to Wednesday to play Bismarck State. And the men will also be in action on Wednesday, although they don't know who they'll be up against yet. We're going to take a quick look to see if we can get a score in to see if we know who those Teton men will be playing, if they've been posted on the Mondeck Conference website. Looking at recorded results, and we have on the women's side is the only result that has been recorded. It is Lake Region beat Miles Community College 86-54 in that first round game. So the semifinals have been set. It will be Lake Region going up against NDSCS and the Tetons going up against Bismarck State. Both of those games coming up on Wednesdays. They should be a couple of good ones. And Bismarck will be hosting that women's game. A Region 13 game will be here in the Well in Williston, as the Tetons will be hosting. Yet to be determined who they will come up against. But taking a quick look at the bracket for the Tetons, as they will have a matchup against either Lake Region State or Bismarck State. So a big-time matchup here at the Well in Williston. Should be a very raucous crowd for those Teton faithful, and we'll be right along for the ride. You're listening to Teton basketball exclusively all season long on the Williston State College YouTube page. That's going to be it for this postseason edition of Teton basketball. Until next time, sports fans, I'm Mike Reuter.
hours and self-conscious. Working